things at your at either the Vanguard or Eris, or they had a visible level that would increase as you
Mhm.
redeemed packages with them, and it would either, I think it either increase the rarity of said packages,
Mhm.
or like, like
Mhm.
the rewards would just be better the higher you got, and like when you got to like level 20, they'd give you like a bond or something. Like the vendors used to give you things as you leveled them
Yeah, I
up.
remember that.
I was just saying that to say
I
it's
do
so
remember
funny
that.
to me because I'm looking at Zavala right now. My what's your Vanguard rank? Just out of curiosity. Three years into this.
Uh, appears to be appears to be
Ah,
31.
you wanna know what my
But
but
I will say I have a bunch of on-cash tokens.
yeah, because when they don't tell you to, you know, advance it, why
Yeah.
would you ever want to if they're not just telling you to? Yeah, my Vanguard rank is 380.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Hey Zavala, got anything for me at 380? Two shaders and a pair of boots. So yeah, just to say, even though the modus operandi is the same, the
Mhm.
I don't know why they still count rank. It's like,
It doesn't seem to
except
do
just tell me how many
anything.
packages I've redeemed over the years. And really, 31? When are you ever going to take my assertion
Yeah.
that you are just deliberately not playing the game by stockpiling items like this? Good.
No, I'm not really stockpiling them. It's more a matter of like I have to go up to him and like press
Uh,
X a bunch of
uh-huh.
times, and then whatever he gives me, I normally can't use, and now I have to
Yeah,
delete
that's how you get
it.
more shards. Oh no, it's so terrible. It's so terrible. It's almost like someone who's level
All right.
380 hasn't done just that. I can
All right, I'll
I
take
can
some time later
I
and
can
take care of
attest
that.
to how hard that is. It's so difficult.
It's the same reason they had to institute a delete shader shortcut that's
Not
not really
really. I mean,
shortcut.
nobody's telling you to wait until you have 500 coins to go to Zavala. You could go to him when you have 100. You could go to him when you have 200. Nobody told you to stockpile 500 coins. You did that to yourself. That nobody stockpiles coins except you, crab.
I'm not trying to
Then why don't you
stockpile
just redeem the
coins
stinking things? You're making an
because
excuse for
I
something that
just
has no
told
excuse.
you.
Stop it. There's
I
no
just
avenue.
told
There's no
you.
avenue. There's none. There's none. Stop trying to take this road. It's a one-way street.
What do you think?
Standing next to somebody
All right, you want
that
to do
has
some Gambit?
380 Vanguard rank. And no, I don't.
You
No, I
don't?
don't.
Stay sharp.
I would like
You
no,
don't want to do
no,
Gambit?
no, I don't actually. We did Gambit. No, what I want to
Oh,
do is the thing.
but I have a bunch of.
What I would
All
like
right,
to
all right. Go
do
ahead,
is
go ahead, go ahead.
the activity that will give you the most laurels, so we can get down on getting you this ghost shell and stop playing around like the Guardian games ain't ending in 12 hours. How close
Well,
are
I'm
you?
almost there. So what is? I'm at 85%.
Okay. Now, do you have a medal for strikes? Like, seriously, we've played Gambit for like the last 3 episodes. What the fuck? Can we do something else?
All right, hold on. Let me check what medals I have. Uh, destinations.
I have the community hating us. Oh man, yeah, I went to the
Um,
expert playlist. All they do is play Gambit. Like, weren't we supposed to do some
I
reckoning?
have Gambit.
Mm-hmm.
I have more destinations.
Mm-hmm.
I have Gambit and destinations.
Did you go to Eva?
Yeah, that's where I got them from. Let me see if she's
That's
got anything else.
insane. I mean, I'm not like, I'm not saying I don't believe you. It's just like, I'm surprised that throughout all of this, like, you never got any strike medals or Oh my god, I've had more strike medals than I
I
can
did,
count.
and I did them.
No, but I mean, I've gotten more strike medals, and then more strike medals, and then more
Oh.
strike medals. Like,
Yeah, for me.
not constantly, but just by, just randomly playing.
Yeah, for me, it tends to be either Crucible or Gambit. And I already did the Crucible ones.
Mm.
So I've got some Gambit left and some Destinations left.
Mm.
I mean, we can do Crucible. I mean, not Crucible. We can do Strikes and still get
If
laurels.
you got Gambit ones, then
Um,
let's get down on some Gambit then. I was just trying to, just
Mhm.
trying to diversify
Okay, but
the visuals a bit, but it's not really a you thing if that's what they're giving you, So, all right,
yeah.
let me see. Dee-dee-dee. I'm going to put this helmet away. I have too many helmets. I think I have every Warlock helmet on me right now. Why? The stag, the eye of another cheek, the crown
I have another world.
of Tempest, the Apotheosis. I got the Apotheosis veil from Zur today because why not? Even though he had it at $9.99 because Bungie still likes to troll people that hit the cap by giving them shit that's one level below cap. Why? Bungie. Luke Smith. You think Luke Smith hears what I say to you about him daily? That's why this is happening. Like I'm getting tortured by Luke Smith.
Yeah, you're getting trolled.
Smith just trolling me.
He's like, yeah, time to drop Expert Penguin another Ophidian aspect.
Ain't even Ophidian aspects anymore. An Ophidian aspect at $9.99. Don't forget that. Don't forget that part. That's what puts the icing on the poo cake. Also put the
And the poo
Cake
cake,
is
yes.
All right then. So then, in that case, since you are almost fully laureled, I will then switch back to my.
No! God damn it.
Can you contextualize
I
that,
put
please?
away something I was not. I put something away I was not trying to put away. I was trying to equip it, but I forgot that I was standing at the vault. And so I put it away. Accidentally.
That happens to me at least once a day.
Yeah.
So don't feel too crap about it. That happens to me
Okay.
at least once a day. That's why I love that there's an option in the vault. Like if you look at the little thing that looks like a refresh icon, you can sort the things in your vault by newest. Yeah, I get a lot of use out of that. I get a lot of use out of that sorting because it usually helps me pick up what I just pulled out of the vault by accident. What I just, put away by accident.
Oh man.
But yeah,
Bye.
on this impossible night, the expert playlist after dark, if you will, episode 140. Titans.
Expert
Titan
playlist.
Titan
After dark.
intensifies. I would. It is with a heavy heart
Oh God.
and a rocking shoulder that I regret to inform everyone that Titans have absolutely dominated the Guardian games and have been declared the unanimous victor. Victory intensifies.
Yeah, Titans need nerfs.
Mm-hmm.
I think this solidifies
Yeah.
that.
Definitely not the imminent release of Warlocks Need Nerfs Part 3. Do you want me to work in that clip where I dropped the mic after killing 6 people while capturing a base on Rusted Lands?
You can do that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't
Yeah,
mean.
you really want me to break down the levels to which these Warlocks need to be stopped? Warlocks need to be stopped. Talking about throwing down healing
No.
rifts in the middle of
No,
supers.
we do not.
I'm talking about helmets that make people explode when you hit them with abilities.
There's a lot we can do.
I feel like we have not done enough to stop the Warlock menace, as a matter of fact.
There is no Warlock menace. There's a Titan
Warlocks
menace.
present a clear and present danger to all inhabitants of the tower. Also,
Why can't those rookies in the Crucible be more like you?
I don't know why those rookies in the Crucible can't be more like me, Shax. You know, it's just like, I mean, I try to tell them, but then they try to spread this propaganda that everyone in my subclass needs nerfs, and that's why they're bad. And I'm just like, hey, listen.
Be safe out there, Guardian.
Does that apply to when I use your subclass? Because, I mean, at some point, y'all are going to have to just stop it.
Hello, dear. What a nice.
Y'all got, your resources have resources, okay?
Take a look.
How are you going to be able to create Arc Souls from a rift and then get yourself a gauntlet that lets you create Arc Souls no matter what? How does that work?
You're looking wonderful.
Huh?
It just does.
See you alive, Guardian.
You don't got the answers, boo. Houseway. Look at that banner. It's beautiful.
Ridiculous.
What?
I think I have something.
I said it's ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous.
Do you not see my shoulder intensifying on the podium, signifying our win? Do you not see the red confetti raining everywhere, signifying the dominance?
This is home.
It's
Think
quite
it's a coincidence that there is
Yeah.
red confetti everywhere? Oh no. Oh no. That is
nice. No, that's
tight.
not a coincidence. You ready for at least maybe one match again, but then we can do something else. Okay, I'm gonna take that as a yes. Take the intensifying shoulders as a yes.
What? How dare you?
You got really distracted by the.
Is that what that sounded like to you?
etc.
This is why you don't.
Yes.
This is why you can't rap.
What? What?
Because it's not what it actually sounds like. It's what you think it should sound like. What is that? At what point did I go? At what point did I go? Where did that note come from?
I didn't make
Yes,
a
you did.
note. What is that?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's hear
No,
that
I
again.
didn't.
Okay. Where is this? What is that? Where does that come from?
I don't know. That's the sound
That is
you were
not the
making.
sound I was making.
How do I know? Yes,
No.
it is.
At no point did I go. Because that's not even in the no. Ladies and gentlemen. If not for anything else, we may need to start a GoFundMe for Gabriel's rhythm. I believe this hiatus from Dance Central and Rock Band has left her imitation like muscle severely unflexed. We may need to get her back.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
No. Like, oh man. You're not gonna learn the lyrics to Clint. You're not gonna learn the lyrics to Clint Eastwood that way. I've heard you try to do Clint Eastwood.
Oh, it's really not great. No. I'm usually not bad at the beginning, and then it really gets me.
What? After finally someone's let me out of my cage?
Yeah, finally, someone took me out of my cage. At that point, I'm just like,
Time for me is issue doesn't count with no age. No, I couldn't do this. No, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs, and I'm under each snare intangible. Bet you couldn't think so, I command you to. Panoramic view. Look, I make it all manageable. You just have to... It's two things. It's, well, one, it's, knowing the lyrics. And two, it's caching the next line in your head while you're saying one line, so that you don't stumble over your words when you're reciting it. And also saying it on beat. Saying it on beat is also the most important part. Because a lot of... Yeah, because the beat will dictate how you're going to breathe in between these lines. Like most people, like, you know, like at first, the inclination is to just get as much of it out as possible in one breath. And then you realize why some rappers rap using the beats that they do or using the rhythm that they do. And it's because it gives them an adequate amount of time to breathe. Like when Eminem feels like obliterating a song by rapping incredibly fast. Oh yeah, there's breathing in there. But it is cleverly woven in between some of the syllables of the words he's saying.
Hostile's gonna be tough.
Yeah, like it's uncanny his ability to do that. But the words he's using and saying are also specially like constructed in such a way that he can do that. Like if the words had, if there was some words that had too many syllables or didn't have the right meter, the rhyme scheme would fall apart. So, you know, his ability to do that is honestly, like, it's brilliant on several levels, and it's not just, oh, I can just talk really fast. Like, the word selection, the syllables, the rhyme scheme, that's all part of it. He's just incredibly good at pulling that off. You know, you gotta hand it to the guy. I still think that, I mean, as much as, again, I keep listening to it, and even though I do love the song, even though I do like the song, and I'm sorry that, you know, our man did not live long enough to finish his verse, leading Eminem to break another Guinness World Record with the speed of his rapping.
Incoming wave at the drill.
You know, I still cannot say that it does not. I feel like it goes on for at least 10 seconds longer than it should. Because it kind of obliterates the song.
Oh, man.
I do like the chorus, though.
Okay.
Have you heard that song, Monster? From Music to Be Murdered By? It's the song with the Juice WRLD chorus.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's the song he did with Juice WRLD.
Oh.
So when I talked about this song at length and... Never mind, I'm not going to have another one of those. So when I talked to you about it and you were like, yeah...
No, I thought...
You had no idea what I was talking about?
I thought you were talking... I actually thought you were talking about another Eminem song. I thought you were talking about...
I literally said, like in the song Monster, he obliterates the third verse by rapping too fast.
Invader incoming.
Because Rap God's not a song. Rap God is a technical showcase. Rap God would have been obliterated if Rap God had had a sense of rhythm and meter and timing to begin with, but Rap God doesn't have any of that. It's less a song and more an ability and more an opportunity for Eminem to show off his prowess. Get away from me! Fuck! That's y'all's fault.
They wanted a fight. You gave it to him. I value target.
He got killed by the burn. That's
oh man.
But no. Yeah. It's a song on his new album, Music to Be Murdered By. And well, he did it with Juice WRLD, and the song is actually really good. Like a lot of what's on Music to Be Murdered By, it's very much Eminem finally kind of, you know, letting off on the handle a bit. And just making a really good sounding album rather than being concerned with whatever technical wizardry he can throw onto the mic. Which is, you know, to the song's benefit. Like, completely. Like, the album's actually pretty good. It's got a decent focus. I don't know about the narrative he's trying to do through it. It just seems like an album full of music. It doesn't seem to have, like, a particular unifying theme.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just good music at the end of the day. Definitely not another revival.
Okay.
But yeah, the first two verses of the song are great. I think the scuttlebutt is that, you know, unfortunately he croaked out before he could provide his verse. Even though I don't know how true that is. But regardless, in the third verse of this song, Monster, Eminem just goes off the handle and starts rapping like a beast.
Invaders here.
How many
Brace
fucking
yourself.
invasions?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh god, fuck!
What? Where'd it come from?
He's all the way from the right.
Shit. At the rate I'm going, I'm gonna get killed by an ad faster than I'm gonna get killed by the invader. I don't see him. So I see him. There he is.
Invaders
yeah.
off the field.
Okay, this is a bit of a mess. But yeah, he goes nuts, and just I think for like a good 30 seconds he's just rapping endlessly. And then the song ends. And again, it's a dope song. But there's a part of my brain that just doesn't like that.
Half pint taken, headed to the
I
other
don't know,
side.
maybe it's just me. You should hear the song. It's a cool song, and I love what M did. Some people try
Okay.
to accuse
Your
him
enemy
of
called up a
quote unquote,
prime evil.
Eminem
They
is clout
kill us,
chasing.
they
Oh,
win.
you're using his death to
Portal's
promote this.
ready.
And it's like,
Grab your gun.
cool. Do you know how music is made? Do you know how albums are made? Like what you think after he died, Eminem said, "Oh yeah, let me take this song that I recorded with him and release
Allies
it now."
headed to the other side.
Like, no, it's more than likely, more than apparent that this song was planned
Hostiles
way
incoming
before
at the
that.
base.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
and that it's on the album because, hey, he was actually alive to record it.
Right.
Be this as it may.
Your invaders down, but they nabbed a kid.
Be this as it may. I'd love for you to hear it. Let me know what you think.
Guardian down.
Okay.
You know, it's nice to see when Eminem is being Eminem. And I love the little things around the video. This might not mean anything to people who aren't like fans of these people, but like he did the music video for it with Lyrical Lemonade and Cole Bennett, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that in itself is almost like a mini homage to Juice because his first video, Lucid Dreams, was put out by Lyrical Lemonade and directed by Cole Bennett. So for that song, he went with Lyrical, he went with Lyrical Lemonade for the music video, which I thought was nice. It was like a little like a mini tribute to him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because usually, you know, and Interscope, he'll do the music video. He does his music videos through them usually. So it was nice that he went and he went the extra mile and like actually did it with Cole Bennett and with these people. It's a funny music video.
That's really cool.
It's a really funny music. It's a funny music. It's a weird music video with a very funny cameo in the middle of it. I won't spoil it for you.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Your invaders back. No kills on either side.
I mean, we're trying
Okay,
here.
that sounds cool. I'll check it out.
I don't know how viable this is.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we'll get up there, but clearly the other team brought their Gambit Prime armor.
Incoming
Who's
wave
that over here
at
that
the
waited
drill.
for me to kill this guy so he could take all my motes? I don't like it. But after this, we have to go to Mercury.
Okay.
Go to Mercury.
Portal is primed. Lock it.
What's a
I
Mercury?
want to look at the skybox.
Oh,
Apparently, the
okay.
Almighty is no longer in Mercury's skybox.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I want to see that. I just want to go there and see what the skybox looks like without the Almighty sitting in it. And I swear to Jesus, here,
You're close.
if
Build
I
a
don't
bank,
look
you
into
get
the
a prize.
sky
What?
at the tower this week and see the Almighty, I'm gonna be crazy disappointed. Because I don't understand why at
Well,
this point we won't see it.
apparently.
Your allies back.
It's just like a week before, you know what I mean? Like, we're less than a month away. I should be able to
Yeah.
see the Almighty now. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, apparently, there are rumors that Destiny's got something else in the pocket for it.
Hey, you've got enough to
You
pull
know,
a prime evil. Bank
I
those
want to
motes.
believe it. I feel like it's just as likely that that's going to be saved for the next season because this season we already had like.
All right,
well,
you can still win this. Burn that primeval to
tell
the
me what it
ground.
is. Being all
Portal's
coy
ready.
like Osiris
Go say
talking to an
hello.
AI. What's this secret?
Well,
Allies headed to the other side.
it appears that, based on some data mined info, it looks like there's a Fellwinter model in the game. And
Like the Fellwinter?
our
The Fellwinter who lied?
yeah, that's Fellwinter. The Fellwinter's lie.
No, the one who lied.
A Fellwinter's lie fame.
The lying Fellwinter?
So I don't know. There's some speculation that there's gonna be some Siva. There's gonna be some,
Your light
Siva
reading's
happening.
off the charts. Tear the primeval to pieces.
I'm listening.
Invaders off the field. Portals primed. Go make a mess.
And yeah, I mean that's the scuttlebutt. Plus, that combined with the fact that somebody found a bunch of data mine stuff. Like there's apparently this giant Siva room in the
A
moon
Siva room?
that's just sitting there.
That's not
Yeah,
pirate.
there's
Allies
a
headed to
giant
the
like
It's got Siva in it?
I mean, it's not Siva, but it looks like a. It's hard to explain. It looks like
Oh, Cassie described it as dark.
it looks like there should be Siva in it. I mean, it's dark, but it also looks like it's supposed to be like a Rasputin themed level, which led me to think: how often does Bungie leave
Unfinished.
unused rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the game.
Well,
It could be nothing,
it could be.
but
I remember
Yeah.
hearing that people had found like the deep stone crypt in the Rasputin bunker in Destiny 1. Like the Earth one.
wow.
The EDZ, yeah, like there was like a little it wasn't like it wasn't so much
Lock it. That's
Wow.
the round. Opposing teams smashed their primeval. All right, feed your light to that primeval.
it wasn't so much a stuck location
Wow.
as it was a like a little room with like one bed and implying like there was one character who was there at one point. I'm thinking probably the Exo that you ended up finding that was actually Rasputin
Yeah.
back from the game's original design, but I think that room remained down there for the entirety of Destiny 1 and no one ever used it.
Wow. That's crazy.
But I don't know, while I love the idea of Fellwinter returning, you really think that's something that Bungie would save for like the last Iron Banner of the season?
Yeah, good question. I don't know if we're really gonna see Fellwinter or if it's gonna be like.
Because there is
I
an
don't
ornament.
know.
There
I
is
don't
an
know.
ornament for the
I
gun.
mean-
Fellwinter's Lie, which was a, Iron Banner shotgun from D1, which would hint at the existence of us getting the gun at some point. And in the trailer for Season of the Worthy, there is a character, we cannot verify whom because we only see him from the neck up, but there is someone wearing Fellwinter's helmet in
Yes.
the trailer for Season of the Worthy. And I guess while the immediate assumption is, oh, well, that must be the Guardian. They don't show the rest of his body. Implying like, hey, is that Fellwinter with everybody else in the tower looking up?
Yeah. And also, one thing that Potassi theorized is maybe that's gonna be like Rasputin's kind of like take like a human form or like a exo form rather.
Whoa, whoa.
Wouldn't that be interesting? Hey, do you want to do a reckoning?
Can we go to Mercury? But sure.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. Sorry. Let's see, Mercury.
Yeah, I just want to go to Mercury and see the skybox. And then, yeah, we can do a reckoning. I'll switch to my hunter. So we can do reckoning. How them laurels looking?
And then since I'm at 88%. So I think since the reckoning has a bunch of enemies, I think that'll also be
Oh, yeah.
beneficial.
Most definitely.
I guess it's got like bot mobs of enemies.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
I'll be a Night Stalker. We'll trap those beasts and blow them all up. I'll trap them, you take them out.
Nice.
I do really like these exotic ghosts, though. They are very cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want, you can take a look at my character and look at my my Titan one. And you can, you can use shaders on them.
Good.
So they're not, you can make them whatever color you
Oh,
want.
nice.
Coordinate them.
Coordinate.
Like I made mine gold to reflect this motif I've got going on with my Titan right now. Every time I
Oh, that's cool. I
Every
like
time
that.
I hear, it just makes me laugh internally. Yup, it's gone.
What?
The Almighty's gone. All right, so you see that little, all right, off in the distance. You see that little breakage by the sun? That little breakage? Like looks like
Yeah. Oh, that's
That's
where the Almighty
used to be.
was. Oh my god.
Yep, it's actually gone from the. All right, it's gone from the Mercury skybox. Okay. That's a serious ass skybox. Oh damn! What a waste of Mercury. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous skybox. For this
Very beautiful.
duck, duck, goose layout of a planet. If I said it, duck, duck, goose.
Duck, duck, goose.
That's what the layout of this planet is. It's a giant circle.
It is. It is a giant
I
circle.
mean, crap, you can't even go into the infinite forest unless you're on a mission. So this planet feels like I do not understand. Bungie, I'm gonna say this now. If you ever make another planet like Titan or Mercury ever again, I don't know what I'll do. Because these are not planets. These one instance planets. I cannot do this. Look at this. It's a giant circle. Sorry. I'm a little bit near. I have to kill 7 more enemies with the Hammer of Soul, and get 6 more super kills in General.
Guardian down.
All right, so I'll see you in orbit, Krabby.
Okay. Are you switching to your hunter?
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
You're carrying the bounty, right?
Let me double check.
Sarabi.
I probably am. I
Sarabi.
just want to make sure. Yeah. Yeah. Diligent.
Diligent what?
Oh, for some reason I have Diligent Invader.
Oh, that's the
Which
one you picked
is-
up.
Raid your monks and win on the reckoning. Earn points in Gambit Prime by defeating opposing guardians in the 9 modes.
Yeah. Do you want to get the Invader one, or I mean, are you trying to get something different? What armor set do you want?
I really want the
Come
what do
here.
I want? I want well I can't switch it out now, can
Yeah,
I?
you'll just have to delete that and then pick up another one from the Drifter. Come.
Oh,
I'm sending you
okay.
invites endlessly.
Alright. Okay.
Alright. We'll head over to the Drifter. What set of armor do you want? Were you going... I think you were either getting the Collector armor or the Reaper armor.
Mm,
Didn't you want a Reap?
yeah, either Reaper. Yeah, I think Reaper.
So you're going to be doing some reaping, are you? Of the Grim variety?
Mhm.
Oh, the Grim type of reaping, is
I'm
it?
gonna be the Grim. Yep, the Grim type
Okay,
of
okay,
reaping.
okay. Well, I gotta tell you, reaping is fun. I remember I sent you screenshots of the armor so you could see what the perks were for each class. Like, I went out of my way and showed you all these armors. What in God's
You
name
did.
is that sound?
Oh, I was playing, I was playing, what was I playing? Control earlier? And this, I don't know how, maybe it was glitching or something. There was this guy in front of me, who's a Titan. I was literally shooting him in the face, and his, um, what do you call it? Basically, he wasn't losing any health. Shot him straight in the face, meleeed him, nothing. He was just standing there and then he started walking away like he wasn't sure what was happening. It was so weird. I think it was just glitching. Mhm. Oh, okay. Mhm. Oh, okay.
You ready to
Oh,
bang,
okay.
Knuckles?
I see. I see. Okay. So I think I'm gonna get. Yeah, I'm gonna reap.
Watch your back out there, sister.
I
The
I'm
derelict
reaping.
needs some new parts. I wonder if that
Reap
mechanic
what you moat.
overcharges.
Alright, booby. Pick up all the bounties you need. And we'll head out. We'll head
Look
into
alive,
Yeah,
hot
I
shot.
got all
out
of
to the
them.
reckoning. Yeah? Alrighty.
Be seeing you, sister.
Give 1 second. I'm just gonna go to Eva and drop these medals. It's kind of embarrassing to be a hunter these days, but I'll rock my bronze cloak with pride.
Don't worry too much
Okay.
about winning. Just enjoy yourself. We have accomplished so much. Oliva's got something special for you. I love it.
I think that's terrible. That's terrible and hilarious at the same time. Do you realize how horrible that is?
Yeah.
we led into this saying, man, you know, we want it to be fair, so we're gonna just, you know, weight it against the hunters just a little bit to make it fair for everybody. And the hunters spent the entirety of the Guardian games bodied.
At the bottom. Yeah.
Just at the bottom.
Yeah, that's
We
kinda
started
rough.
from the bottom. And we're still here.
They literally started from the bottom. And they're still there. Oh, you think the warlocks are to be blamed? I don't think so. What?
That's what I think. I
Why
think you
would I do
warlocks went
that,
into
though?
Ikora's
Why would
portal
we do
and
that?
eliminated every future where the hunters got anything better than third place.
Why though?
So that you could win. I mean, what do you mean why? So you could win. That's the motivation.
Well then, why not do that with the Titans as well? That way we could definitely.
Because we'll headbutt you so hard, you'll break the whole timeline. You know better. And because there is no future where the Titans lost. Much to your dismay. There exists no future where the Titans lose. I'm sorry, but the most listen. The most prominent defenders of the last city, as far as the lore is concerned, okay? Let's get it out there. Sync 14, Titan. Commander Zavala, Titan. Lord Shax, Titans. Titans, okay? The Battle of 6 Fronts, okay? You know how many of those fronts were Titans? Marisov wants her some Vanguard
there
booty.
definitely
Where does
was.
she go? Titans. And the helmet stayed on.
Oh jeez.
Scandalous. What?
Jeez.
What?
I mean, I feel like there are some limitations when the helmet stays on the entire time. Oh.
Not for Titans.
Oh, not for Titans. Okay.
I mean, there's a reason, like, you know, Shax will never tell you the reason one of the horns broke off, but you know, you can only use it as handles for so long. To quote Joker, I'm not saying, I'm not just saying, I'm just saying.
Oh, I don't have a weak
So
mode.
use your
Can we do
use
tier
your
2?
synthesizer and make one.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how?
But it's not gonna count. I do know, because it needs to be the highest quality that I can produce,
Yes.
right? I can do tier 2.
You can do tier 2?
Yes.
Huh.
Fight and live.
Well then. Okay. Well. Would you mind doing this with me then?
No, I don't mind.
Okay. I could have sworn you were on tier 1. Like me.
No, tier 2.
Alright. Well, if you would not mind terribly doing this crab with me for just a second. I only need...
No, I don't mind.
let me check it. Yeah, I've done 2. I only need like 2 more encounters. And tier 1 is the easiest thing in the world. It's literally just this arena. And then a boss.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I guess I'll have to play as my I'll have to play as my Titan and do it with you then here too. So I have to
Alrighty.
play some Gambit with my Hunter before I finish this objective.
Guardian
So
down.
now I'm gonna delay you any longer.
Okay.
So thank you for the assist. I really appreciate it. One less blueberry always makes this a much easier prospect. TBH.
Yeah. Agreed. Whoa.
What's up?
And you know, I'm not used to seeing this many taken all at once, but they'll be taken. That's right.
Man, I remember when Season of the Drifter was popping. Doing the Reckoning was really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely was a toss-up. For a while, nobody could get past the first tier, but it was still approachable.
I remember that.
It was hard as heck, man. I was like, what do you expect us to do with this? Like, what is this challenge? Like, I can't even get past the second tier. $73?
80.
Oh no, we're gonna make it.
No.
We're gonna make it.
Yeah.
And the laurels should be flowing once we get our supers up. So you're definitely gonna get it by this. Yep. See, there we go.
Nice. There's that champion.
It's that giant eyeball that randomly appears in a. You know that eyeball that randomly appears in Gambit? That's it.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I just dumped a bunch of Hunter laurels everywhere. You should definitely get down on those. I'm on my bullshit. I'm riding and feel like this.
Guardian down.
By the way, have you caught any part of that new Bulls series everyone seems to be talking about?
What series?
I think it's called The Last Stand. It's on ESPN.
No.
I have not done it yet. I wondered if you, because I mean,
What is the topic of the show?
it's basically a documentary series about the. Oh, that was easy. That was
Yeah,
it,
that's what I
really?
mean. Like tier 1 is really easy. That's what I'm saying. Like we could do it like twice, and then I could finish my and then I'll just switch to my.
Are you?
It's only the first part. That's what makes it so easy.
Oh,
Literally
okay.
only the first
All
part.
right.
Okay.
Well, that was a lot of laurels.
Yeah. Laurels.
I'm at 92%. Probably need one more of those, and that'll be good.
Can I get a woo? Thank you. So you were saying that too.
It's about the 1997 season of. Oh, jeez. Who is shooting at me? Oh, it's just in person. Okay. The 1997 season of the Bulls. You know, it's about like Michael Jordan and how he was like Yeah, yeah, it's really interesting. So you know, Scottie Pippen's in it.
Them Pippins? Them Scotty Pippins?
Yeah. Dennis, Dennis Rodman's in
Oh no.
it.
You seek power
And
in
Rodman
the
feel like
treacherous
Dennis?
game. Be relentless, and it is yours.
Yeah, you know, the whole team. They got everybody. Pretty interesting, actually. I mean, I only caught the first episode,
That's
so.
pretty dope.
But I think it's on like episode 7 or something by now.
Reminds me of that line from that little Dicky freestyle. Hold up, MJ, 96, meaning I'm back on my bullshit. That took me a while to process because a lot of the lines in his freestyle are very sports oriented and I don't watch sports. So he's like,
Right.
he's like, hold up, MJ 96, meaning I'm back on my bullshit. And I'm like, oh, okay, he must mean that like Michael Jordan, you know, he was really good back then, and people said it was bull. And then I was like, wait a minute, but he was on the Bulls, so he's not only back on his bullshit, he's back on his Bulls shit.
Yeah.
You know, I love lines that make me.
I got that one faster than usual.
See, this is what I mean. Like, I don't watch sports. I was like, what the fuck is that? Oh, you devil. Listen, you know it's a good bar when you make the lemon face. The lemon face is the #1 signifier that a damn good bar has been spit. I mean, your face just turns up like, oh. Yeah. I love the when you involuntarily make that face upon hearing a bar, that's how you know it's
Interesting.
I mean, I don't know how you react when you hear a good bar. That is the universally accepted reaction for hearing a good bar. Like, ooh, good God.
Oh, the
Lemon face. Yeah, it's just like, oh, wow. Like you just ate something extraordinarily tart.
Okay.
It's like, ooh. Damn. I was coming to revive you, but I can see why you would. All right, we're at a.
Oh, I didn't revive.
We're already at 100%. Time to kill the boss. Success. Oh, hello. Hey, buddy. I'm just gonna tether you and beat the tar out of you with swords, if you don't mind terribly. Hey, how about these tethers? You like these tethers, though? How do you feel about tethers? I think this boss really likes tethers. You know, it might just be me. Somebody tell him that my sword has 70 ammo, and that I'm not stopping anytime soon. He's gone.
Wow. That was super, super productive.
You have achieved annihilation.
Right.
Those I serve,
Who killed
take
it?
note.
We killed it. Alright,
We killed
let
it.
me check this quest. I should have all 4 encounters encountered, and... Yep. Alright. Yep, we're
You
good.
do? Okay,
So,
great.
I'm going to take us to Orbat. And then just finesse this right quick with the speed of 1,000 waddles.
Speed of 1,000 waddles.
A 1,000 waddles. Not even like
1,000 waddles.
there's always a point when
Crazy.
the game loads in before it bothers to show you anything. So sometimes while it's loading, you can like
Yeah,
pause it.
I
So,
So,
what's the next item on our scuttlebutt list?
well, let's see. There is there's the data mine Destiny stuff, and then there's the possibility that Destiny 3 may not happen for a while. if
I
at
am
all.
in orbit, so if you want to take us to the tier 2 reckoning, I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
I told you it'd be fast. Snoots. Oh, the prevailing element is it's solar burn. Okay.
It's solar
And I'm
burn.
using
Yep.
Code of the Siege Breaker. Let's go. See, I came prepared. Okay, y'all can be some crabs and hate on me.
So yeah. I mean, according to the last
Mm-hmm.
TWAB,
The Twabe. The
TWAB, um, they were like, oh yeah, starting, next season, you're gonna get a new, like
A piece of armor.
like a new Iron Banner type armor every year.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, year 4, year 5, year 6.
That sounds about in line with what we've come to expect.
Right, but listen to the
He
words
did say
they
year
used.
4, 5, and
They
6.
said,
Which
yeah,
is kind of alarming, but does
which is speculation, right? They haven't confirmed
Mhm.
anything. But it's weird that they would use those words if they were planning to do a Destiny
Anytime
3,
soon.
because at that, right, right.
Sounds like we joined one in progress. Mm-hmm. Go on.
Mm. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it makes sense for Bungie to just continue updating Destiny 2 for the next 3 years? Or at least for the next 2 years, basically. 2 to 3 years.
And this is honestly just based on what we've heard them say. Okay? Just based on what we've heard them say. The game can't...
What? I just...
Yes.
Oh.
What happened?
No, sorry. I thought I made a mistake. Never mind. Go
Just
on.
based on what we've heard Bungie themselves say, I feel like what they've said a number of things, but the most important things I think I can sum it down to is, well, Destiny 2 can't keep growing. In order for them to expand the world, they would have to make significant changes to it or remove some things, which is what led to the whole temporary content idea in the first place. And that technologically, anything more ambitious than what they have would require, an overhaul of some sort, a new engine. Destiny 2, as it stands, is a good foundation. Especially as time has moved on. It's just been cathartic to know that we are not on the cusp of losing all of our progress again, whatever form that may take. It's not something that's close to happening. But two, the familiar structure has proven itself to be flexible enough to be updated and to be, iterated on over time. While I think it's definitely possible, I don't know what the shape of that would look or feel like. And with the news that Destiny 2 is moving to next-gen consoles, I don't know if that also means that with that comes any potential future upgrades as far as space, as far as, length, depth. Because infamously, Destiny was a cross-generational game too. But when it became unsustainable to keep making the game on older platforms, we just shifted over. That's to say that maybe something similar will happen with Destiny 2, where, it being next gen will add some unforeseen benefits that may allow Destiny 2 to live a longer life and eventually leave the last gen consoles behind. In that regard, if the next gen benefits the game in some way, and I mean an intrinsically fundamental way that says, okay, we can make Destiny 2 better until we can't, but having a next gen console kind of extends the barometer a bit, then sure, absolutely.
Right.
I think it's absolutely possible that they could sustain Destiny 2 for another 2 to 3 years, especially if they lean into the power that these new consoles give. Is it ideal? It might be, because again, we don't know yet what Destiny looks like from a fully independent Bungie. I can't say that Shadowkeep is that, because like any piece of content, like anything developed for a game, this was likely in development while they were still at Activision. So I feel like this fall is when we're truly going to get a vision of what a completely independent Bungie can do, relying on their resources. You know, like this is when we'll finally be able to see what a Destiny looks like, with a Bungie that has full control, full creative control, full budget, no shareholders. So I think the shape of whatever this takes, I think the shape of whatever this fall expansion takes will really dictate what Destiny should and may look like years down the line. I think it's absolutely possible. I won't be pessimistic about it. I think it's absolutely possible that they can sustain Destiny 2 and keep it fresh and keep it interesting.
Perhaps you should be.
But you know, I think this season.
Interesting.
I think this upcoming season will definitely give us an idea of whether or not they can pull that off.
All right. Interesting. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope they impress us. I feel like we've been very patient thus far, and could really use some encouragement.
I'm definitely looking forward to it, and you know, all the World of Warcraft teasing and little things aside, if this season really does, like, for lack of any better terminology, any more PG terminology, if this upcoming event really fucks the world up and really like changes it fundamentally in a way that makes me go, oh wow, okay, I can see how this will continue to progress over time. Okay. If I get that impression, like that feeling,
Tell us
then yeah, I'll say full steam ahead. But if this is some crab neck, you know, I don't know. And crabs don't have necks. So if this is some crab neck,
Crabs
they don't
have enough.
So if this ends up being some crab neck, I mean, I don't know, boo. I don't know.
Are we the only ones here?
That happens from time to time in the Reckoning group, unfortunately. From time to time, you will find that like there will be people that'll leave because they weren't successful last time, they don't want to try again, and then it's up to matchmaking to just drop somebody else on us.
Oh, okay.
Guardian down.
All right, no worries.
This respawn time is killer.
Right? Terrible.
Well, you know, the idea is there's new people coming in every day, so you can, there's always some noobs. Hopefully.
Well,
Share.
I would
Share your
really,
thoughts, please.
I'm really interested in seeing how Destiny evolves. If,
No, but what represents evolution for you?
you know,
What does that mean to you? Is it just the way they tell the story? Is it the way the game plays? Is it the world? How you interact with it?
there's a few more things to it. So there's definitely the obtuse storytelling method, which definitely could use some improvement. There is, I'm not sure I'm in love with the
Guardian down.
seasonal approach as it stands today.
Okay.
You know, But I think that they're already working on addressing that. I don't love the idea of like we have content today that's gonna disappear in a month or two. You know, like I'm not sure I like that. But it looks like they get
But remember the kind of game this
it looks like they get that.
is. Yeah. Remember the kind of
Yeah.
game it's supposed to be a game that's supposed to be either interesting week to week or, playable for long stretches of time. It's not the kind of game that ends.
Right.
Like it has an ending for its various campaigns, but it doesn't
It
end.
has, right. Right. The game doesn't end, and that's fine. I think that that's not really the problem. The problem is telling us a compelling story with all this time they're asking us to spend with them, right?
I suppose.
Like that's not.
Yeah. You can't tell a story for a year straight. That's why endgame content is so important. Or content that's fun to repeat. For this type of game, like having content that's compelling enough to want to play again and again is really the crux of it. Because they can tell you, I mean, even WoW, even World of Warcraft has an overarching story, and once the story is gone, you've really got the gameplay to rely upon, and the game itself has to be fun to play. The activities have to be compelling and repeatable, to have loot and rewards that keep you returning. Like,
Guardian down.
we're not playing the Reckoning right now to find out more about the Drifter. This is an
No,
activity.
we're not.
We already went through the story beats for the Drifter, so it's like when you're done with that, it's like now what?
Yeah, true.
You think there's a way to keep
That's
people
true. I
playing
mean-
and keep feeding them story nuggets?
Yeah, I think there is.
What, alright, so how would you do that?
It's not a simple answer, but I would probably have. I really liked what they did with when they told the whole Dreaming City kind of story, where every week we had something different happening.
Yeah, that lasted for 3 weeks.
Yeah, but then the cycle repeated itself every 3 weeks. It was a 3-week cycle.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when it was compelling on a story and it was for 3 weeks, like after we got through the cycle of 3,
It refused
it just
to change.
like you said, it just started revolving.
Yeah. So I could do, that I enjoyed that, and then
Like the
I will give them one thing. I think that their attempt to have a varied amount of activities going on from week to week is interesting. I think it just requires just a little bit more effort than they've been putting into it. Like yesterday, you had a really good idea as to how Guardian games should have gone, and what you proposed would have required not much effort.
that's true.
Like for example, for Guardian games, how hard would it have been, really, for us to have a
You have
Warlock
everything you need.
versus Titan Crucible match? Would that really have been so much work?
I
I
don't
don't
think it
think
would have been
so.
a ton of work now.
It just required commitment and creativity.
That and reconfiguring a game mode and the matchmaking protocol and changing around the rule sets for the game mode a bit. Also altering balance and I mean, yeah. Good ideas. seem to be in a bit of a shortage.
Yeah.
But
So I don't know. I either feel like people with good ideas are not being listened to, or they're stuck in a weird echo chamber.
maybe a skeleton crew's
or
been working on this
something,
game
like-
all year. That's why they have no ideas.
Maybe.
I can't imagine that the same people that came up with the Menagerie actually came up with Guardian games and said, yeah, it's just going to be bounties.
Right?
The same brain could not have worked on both of these things. The same brains could not have
We cannot
conceived
escape.
of something like the
We have
Menagerie.
tried. We have tried. The pull is
And
too
then just
strong.
said, hey man, Guardian Olympics, do bounties. Like, it just doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
Because even the Menagerie,
agree.
hun. Even the Menagerie. Those are repurposed activities from the Leviathan raid. Some of them.
Yeah.
They're straight out of the Leviathan raid, but they've been taken and reconstructed into something new, different, and fun. So, I mean, for all intents and purposes, Season of Opulence could have been the Guardian games could have been a reskin Season of Opulence if they wanted it to be. Sure, that would not have been the most creative thing,
And that would have been.
but it would have turned. You can it shows that you can recontextualize the activities in Destiny and
Yeah.
still have them, be compelling and fun, as long as the reason you recontextualize them comes from a genuine place that isn't saying, hey, let's just reuse the content. Like it's a compelling reuse of the content. That's what I loved about it. I think that's what everybody loved about it. It was rewarding, it was fun, it took something
Yeah.
old and made it new again.
Yep, I agree.
I feel like all evidence points to I feel like all the evidence kind of points to a skeleton crew, to be honest. Okay, we really need to not let each other die like this. Oh God. Yeah, we're gonna lose this
Oh, no.
again. There's
I was
nobody
trying to
watching
bring
their
you back.
asses. This is what makes the Bridge of Folly so contentious, because you can't really die on it. The margin for error for the Bridge of Folly is really low. Like, you can't die.
And this timer.
That's why you
Oh my
can't
God.
die like this. We're not gonna do it. This is why you can't die. And people will die if we're not constantly covering each other's supers or 5 seconds left. 2 seconds captured, yeah, it's over.
Ugh.
You fought the future. It refused to change.
Laurels.
Alright, we can try. Let's see.
Oh yes, you got it and didn't see it.
I'm 99%.
Oh hey, he got the thing. he got the thing.
Ooh, who
He
got
the
the thing?
torch emote.
Oh, nice. Oh, I see.
Peter, and what was he?
He looked like a titan.
Titans, baby.
This overpowered
Titan.
fiend. The titan. Whoops.
Guardian.
Whoops.
So, you fall here often? They went down there without us, didn't they?
They did. Well, yeah, that's because we died trying to get
They
inside.
could have revived us.
It's okay. You ready?
As ready as my headbutts will ever be. I can't believe I hate this objective so much. Bungie had better never do this again. about defeat enemies from far away with your super. What the hell does it even mean? Far away is like
Oh, is that like the?
stupid. Like far away seems to mean really, really far away. Like so far away, the super shouldn't even hit. Like what I think is far away and what Bungie thinks is far away are clearly two different things.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I keep getting this. Defeat enemies with Dawn Blade from long distances. I'm like, what?
Exactly, but then they don't bother to, like, you have to do it from really far away, though. Like, really, like, absurdly far away. Like, why would you even try to hit someone this far away, far away?
Yeah.
Laurels everywhere. From when I did my super.
Yay!
I was like, you got it.
I got it!
And laurels.
Yay!
Noise. We made
Noise.
it. Did we make it?
We made it. Yep. We made it. Oh, fun.
I'm glad. It only took you 3 weeks. It only took us 3 weeks. It was a hard-fought 3 weeks.
I
But
still
once
got
you see
it.
that eagle in your inventory,
Guardian
it
down.
will all be worth it. Uh-oh. Did you croak?
Yep. Yeah, I did. Thank you.
War Mine cell.
Ooh, hello, your mindset. Can you pick it up?
No, I'm not using grasp right now. I'm using a
Oh,
different
okay.
He's changed.
I'm using a different armor. Wait, let me see. What am I using right now? Yeah, I'm using my arc one. Let me use this one. There we go. Okay, now I can chuck them.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm using the Actium War Rig. Oh, because I was using the what's it called? The Heir Apparent. The War Rig gradually refills your auto rifle or your machine guns magazine from the reserve. Okay, so we really have to cover asses here. Around tier 2 or 3, it's gonna get harder. There
Okay.
are enemies here. There are snipers out in the distance. Do you have anything long range on you, like a scout rifle or? Because there are minotaurs on the outskirts of this bridge that are sniping us, and that's where a lot of the extra damage is coming from. It's coming from those snipers. It's easy to pay
Okay.
attention to all the stuff that's on the bridge, but if you're not using something like that, I will. That way we have at least somebody shooting at them, and they're not just peppering us with bullets unfairly. And I just got blown off the stage. Someone please revive me.
No, I'm not using a scout rifle.
That's fine.
But
I have a primary
I thought I'd
sniper.
put you back. Okay.
Guardian down.
Oh, I'm down.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's gonna be another failure.
Well, okay, and maybe instead of a auto rifle, I thought, you know, an auto rifle for all this, like, crowd control would be helpful, but maybe not.
I mean, it's not inherently a bad idea. It's just, why am I not hearing any music?
I don't know.
I love, like, when people like completely botch it like this, their instinct is to just leave the damn game. Like, all right, yeah, like it's definitely us, not you. Yeah, like it's us, not you two. Absolutely.
Yeah, really.
Reckoning.
Yep, there we go.
Did you rager your moat?
Well, you can.
I did.
Yeah, that's making sense. I've forgotten in the past.
Yeah. So I have a question. What are laurels for after you're done with that quest? Oh.
How does that not count as far away? What the fuck? Ugh. Doesn't make any sense. Arbitrary ass.
That is totally
Someone is
arbitrary.
like,
I can attest to that.
It's like, this should be long distance. I can barely see the fuck. I'm like, no, that's not long distance enough. Yup. Bums. Just a bunch of bums. By bums, I mean asses.
Oh, is that what you mean?
Exactly right. That's exactly what I mean.
Oh.
Can they match somebody up here, please? I feel like
Yeah,
we
that'd be
really
great,
need like a
actually.
matchmaking right now. Like I could really use somebody playing New Light. Anybody. You know what I wonder?
Or you need like a... What?
I wonder if cross-platform will ever be a thing.
That would be so awesome.
'Cause I'm pretty sure the Stadia people need somebody to play with. I can't fathom wanting to do the Reckoning on Stadia.
Stadia's free right now.
Like I can't fathom it. Imagine playing Destiny on Stadia. Looking for someone that's doing the Reckoning.
I bet you can find more people than you'd think right now. Because, you know, people are home and it's free.
Oh yeah? Why aren't you playing
Yeah.
it on Stadia?
Because I have an Xbox.
Yeah, I think that's why people aren't playing it on Stadia as much as you seem to think. Because most people who want to play Destiny have a console.
Yeah.
Like, the player population on Stadia is pretty low.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not non-existent, but relatively low compared to...
Yeah.
Guardian down.
You know, I guess I just kept thinking of, like, the commercials. I mean, not commercials. The videos they showed from, like, the the governors and president, like yeah, pretty much governors in Italy
Governors in Italy.
and
What were they
Spain.
doing?
Yeah, like the
Were they playing Destiny?
you never see that. You never saw. No, no, no. You ever saw those videos where they showed like Italian and Spaniard and French government leaders telling people to stay home in the most like funny ways ever?
No.
I gotta send you the video. The Italian one is especially funny. Because they're like, what are you doing? You're getting a hairdresser to come to your house? Oh, you want your hair to look pretty in your casket? You need to stay away from each
Wow.
other. Just like, in a very Italian way.
Well, I mean, I'm looking for the lie.
And there was one who was like, he spotted a bunch of kids at like a basketball court. And he was like, what are you doing out here? Go home and play a video game. Breaking my heart. What are you doing? It's like, you gotta just like
For
very-
each of us, there is an end.
You said you're breaking my heart.
Yeah. Like, go inside and yeah, maybe I can find it and send it to you. It's so funny. It was on YouTube for a minute there. Let's
Yeah, but
see.
we got 2 more people.
Oh, great.
No. I can't plant anything, unfortunately. Oh, there it is. Ah, he planted a flag. Look at that. What a nice young man. You should get down on this flag. You have 9 seconds. Okay, don't get down on the flag. Thank you. I see that everybody
Oh, I thought the flag was.
disappeared.
I just didn't realize where the flag was. I got it. Yay.
Your methods of destruction tell us everything.
Nah.
That's a good start. Is that far enough, Bungie? Fuck. Is that far? Is that good yet? Oh, that is far enough. Look at how far I had to be.
Oh.
From
Like,
here to
very
that
far
bridge,
away.
where you see the laurels. That's
Wow.
long distance. But I got it.
Nice.
Yeah, now I can stop throwing hammers and get back my burning maul. I like the burning maul, man.
Do you?
It's one of my favorite Titan supers, yeah.
Guardian down.
Arc grenades, void grenades, and void supers. Wow. Okay.
Guardian down.
What?
Guardian down.
Okay. I obviously don't have the right things equipped right now.
What?
I think I'm gonna go with. You stop. You stop that right now.
What did I miss?
Oh, it's just some thrall trying to smack me for not paying enough
All up
attention
in your
to it.
skis.
All up in my skis.
Well, you better than anyone know how to get, you know, taken out of your steez, don't you? So I've got my symmetry
no.
equipped. So I've got a scout rifle that can do some damage. try to get my dynamic charge up.
Alright, I'm gonna use.
Because we're at about 78%. So I think we're definitely gonna make it to the Bridge of Folly. Which is, I hope
Okay.
that we're prepared for when we get there. I'm using defensive strike, so I can either pop a bubble or do my super. So I'm using Code of the Protector just in case we need a bubble. But,
Okay.
Again, I'm only as good as my team. I think we're gonna be good though. I have.
Alright, and I
This
switched.
place I chose. I regret it.
Go on, boo.
Choose it.
I switched over to Arc and got my Arc buddies back.
Okay, nice. Hopefully not choosing Code of the Earth Shaker won't come back to bite me. I'm Void. Just because of bounties. You know, I've got some good equipment for when I'm... I've got good equipment for when I'm Void, though. I have 2 bonds. I have one bond. I have one of the...
Okay,
I have
good.
one of the bonds for when I'm Arc and another one for when I'm Void. Buffs are still popping. Oh, jeez. Consuming over out of our equipment.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm married to the team, no room.
Yes, goodbye.
Ogre.
Thank you.
Alright, so far so good. Alright. About now is when we should really start taking the Minotaur as a threat. Getting a bit hairy. A little hairy. A little bit of hair.
Rip.
70% on the bridge. How do you feel? Shit.
Okay.
Somebody die?
Nope.
Next segment.
Yeah.
And we still got 3 to go. In the famous words of Harvey Keitel in Pulp Fiction, let's not start sucking each other's dicks just yet, gentlemen. Alright. I got a good feeling though, It looks like
Okay,
the
good.
Minotaur and Vandal control is well under control. I actually have the leeway to shoot at them from here. So always a good sign,
Indeed.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got swords here. Okay, I get the feeling. Whoa! Clutch super.
Whoa.
You got it? You got the next section? Good.
Yep, we did.
Alright, good. Because I went offensive with my super because I noticed the other guy had Ward of Dawn, so happiness. Man, this is like a Laurel Fiesta.
Right.
How are we doing on that cap? Okay, good. Last segment? Yep. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we
In
got
tier
it.
2, you have to go all the way through it? Fuck. Should have known. Alright, let's
So what do we do here?
defeat the likeness of Oryx. Remember the shade of Oryx?
Oh. How do we get over there? Oh, okay.
Remember Oryx's shade?
Oh.
Yeah. One last boss to do.
Okay.
What you missed. I sent you a t-shirt.
Yeah. Oh,
I
appreciate
finished the
it.
reckoning, and oh my god, look at this likeness, Lord. But basically, we just have to take it out and not be killed by all these tokens in the process,
Guardian down.
like that.
Oh,
Anything but that. The enemies are gonna get uglier and you know, a little more heinous as the fight rages on. Man, I tell you, all this time and we're still fighting orcs. Talk about refusing
Right?
to die.
he definitely refuses to be taken out.
Taken out.
Yeah.
They almost fight themselves.
Oh, do they?
Alright, so we've got orcs half down, but we also have a munitions half down.
Yeah.
I didn't understand a word he's saying. How about you, Will?
Yeah. I'm sure he's very upset about something.
Do we have the cure for what ails him, though? Well, I'd like to. Low
Yeah, I think
weapons
so.
of light. Don't waste all my revolutions.
Man, this is a lot of ads. We're gonna get org? We need to get org.
Yeah, I'll just take care of these like 20 taken ads that were just no. We gotta take out everything.
Oof.
Woo! Did we get him? We got him. We did it.
The 9 rounds are yours.
No!
We didn't do it.
But death shall follow
Wow.
you wherever
It
you
says
go.
the 9 are unmoved by your performance. I felt like we had it that time.
It certainly seemed like.
And he died.
Wow. How did that happen? How did we get?
Wow.
I feel like I need to record a clip and see exactly what just happened. Because I was convinced that we did it. I thought we did it.
Me
I'm gonna have to
too.
check the replay on that. I'm gonna have to. Nope. I need a replay on that. Why y'all looking at me like it's my fault? We had 31 seconds. All right, we had 30 seconds. Hold on, I gotta see this. I'm just looking. I gotta look at this clip. 24, 23, 22. Did time run out like right before we can?
I guess
17,
it just ran out.
15. Oh god. I mean, I was beating ass. Yeah, actually, yep. That's exactly what happened.
We ran out of
3,
time.
2, 1. Yep. We ran out of time. He was almost.
Can you try it one more time?
Sure. He was almost dead, but we ran out of time.
Yeah.
That is precisely what happened. Jesus. That's rough.
That is rough. That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is. I was using the symmetry. I had my revolutions up.
We can do it again. Got all these laurels I don't need anymore.
Well, I mean, you could still be going for a triumph. I mean, there is a certain amount of laurels you have to collect for.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it
All
doesn't
right.
matter. If you don't want to keep picking up laurels, just take off the the event thingy.
Oh,
That's why they're
yeah,
popping
yeah,
out.
Okay. No, I don't want
Yeah,
to do
'cause
that.
you're wearing the bond for it. You're wearing the Guardian Games bond. Man, even a masterwork symmetry can't cut it. I'm sad. I get dynamic charge times 20. How much damage that is?
Quite a bit.
Have you mastered twerk to your symmetry?
I don't think so. Yeah. I think I'm very close to it though.
How about your Tommy's matchbook? I know you just picked up the catalyst for that,
I
right?
have the. I just picked up the catalyst. Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, I just ran around killing things with it after that. Like, I think I was doing bunkers with it. That's all. Just like, hey.
Oh, that's smart actually.
I mean, hell. Shit, you
Guardian
could play
down.
the Reckoning at length, and that might be easy. But, yeah, I just, tried to pick something that was relevant. Remember, the two birds, one stone theory. Always.
Mhm.
Angu. Shit. Can I live?
Jeez. All right. We're gonna try it again. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it.
Who will punish him?
Yep, we're gonna do it.
Good heavens. Why are there that many ogres?
I don't know. That's a strange thing that just happened.
As long as we keep each other alive, we should be good. Don't you have
Yeah.
rifts that have arc souls attached to them? Why do you not throw down rifts more?
Yeah, I
All
don't.
your rifts.
Because I don't have. Because I don't have it. What?
The worlds of
What
the
just
Nine
happened?
are made of pure potential.
Did we
Death
lose?
is
How
an
did we lose?
intrinsic element.
How did it happen just now? I'm confused.
I guess we ran out of time again?
But how? We had just gotten in there.
I have no idea.
That was very
we're being
confusing.
trolled.
I'm not sure what happened. Yeah.
Alright, how do you feel?
Alright, let's go to the tower.
Alrighty.
We can return to this. Yeah.
Alright, you're holding the keys. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, looks like our... Sorry guys. And... there they go. They saw you were leaving. They were like, "Yeah, all right, I guess we'll go."
Yeah.
Damn it, that was a solid team too.
That was pretty solid, I agree. But I'm not sure what happened that
I
last
guess
time. We had just started. We
I
were
rec-
like on the second one, no? Did you record it?
I was gonna say I would, but I don't want to use another chunk of my recording space to examine that again. If it says we
Yeah.
lost somehow, oh God, giving me PTSD from season of the Drifter.
Oh man. We'll come back
That's
to
what
this.
happened all the time back then. You know, you have people that either you could really slap it with, or people that were just like. Even when I was getting all of my armor 2.0, like to update it because I realized that all my Gambit armor couldn't accept mods. So I had to get new armor. Even when I was getting my new armor back, it was like, Jesus.
Wow.
It happens. I mean, I wish we had. You have to have more. I wish we had. I wish we could recruit more penguins.
That would be
Even
great.
how I put the word out. Could be something we could work on. I mean, Brandon's Xbox has been broken. That's why he hasn't really been on Destiny. His Xbox One X hit the fritz.
Oh, it's broken?
Yeah, like he hit the fritz, and I think he had to
And
get
of
it
course
fixed or
you can't.
something. And I don't know what the prognosis on that is.
Yeah.
Oh, I got an Eververse package today. Oh, that's nice.
Ooh, quite
Welcome
nice.
to the all-new Eververse, Guardian.
I got a
Oh,
sparrow.
I get to choose which one I want.
Oh yeah. Yes, you do.
I'm going to acquire the Warlock shell. Yes. Yes. I'm going to equip it right now.
Our inventory is stocked, so no rush. No word
Look
from
at it.
Fenchurch today.
Look at it.
He must
Do I
have
have to?
found something interesting.
Okay, I'll look at it.
Yes.
I can't see it.
You can't see
Yeah,
it.
you're just standing in front of Eva. Hit your back button. Let's see it.
Oh. Look at it. It's like a bird.
Flap intensifies.
I think I have something you will like. Let's find out.
Wings intensify.
Just browsing.
Yes. Ah, some kind of lion thing.
Yeah. That's it.
Engram is
That's a lion with
Very nice.
with a matching Titan symbol. It's what's
Very
funny.
nice.
It's actually
Yeah.
not a Titan symbol. It's a ghost. It's a ghost projection that changes just depending on what class you have equipped. It's called the 3-as-1 projection. So if you're a Titan, it shows the Titan
that's
logo,
cool.
yeah, etc. It was in the I think it was in the Eververse. Let me see.
Oh, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it was in the Eververse at one point. That's how I got the projection. The projection itself, I think, is from like Shadowkeep, though. Let me see. Like, is it still there? I think I might have bought it like last week or the week before. I don't know. It's an Eververse item, but those things rotate in and out of the store. So if it's out there, it's out there somewhere. Oh, but there is a But hey, there is a Warlock projection in the Eververse.
But there's a
Yeah,
Warlock
it's for
one.
1,500 if you want to pick that up. That looks cool. It does look like a bird of
We
prey.
drove the Red Legion out. We'll do the same to whomever comes
And
next.
it's specifically a Guardian Games item, so you got that nice layer of exclusivity to it. Also, you should totally pick up that shader. I don't know how often. I don't know how often you know
Looking for something in
update
particular?
these things, but you should definitely pick up the shader.
Mhm.
I picked up Rivalry White Sand.
Not
The Guardian.
Yeah, I
game.
picked up Rivalry White Sand last week, and
Mhm.
it's a really good shader. It makes you look really cool.
I'm
Like
gonna check it
my
out.
Warlock is presently decked out in the full Rivalry White Sand. I just bought a bunch of them and made all of his armor white. And right now, she's got Rivalry Black Sand, which I can only assume is the inverse of that. Who knows?
Mm.
Yeah. It's got more black in it. Yeah, it's got some black in it where it counts. You know, it's appropriately black. But yeah, I've got white sand and black sand now. But yeah, there are a few things that I always pick up from the Eververse, especially because they're really cheap in Bright Dust, and like whenever they have like a new shader or something, because those things are usually pretty cheap. And it's nice to have more variety. I mean, you know, as my colors change every so often.
Not everything Fenchurch.
Oh, I think I already got it.
You got the shader? Nice.
Rivalry White Sand.
Well, black sand
Yeah.
is what's in the store right now, so get yourself some black sand.
No word from Fenchurch.
Black
today.
sand. I only see white sand.
Found something interesting.
In the store? Under featured?
Yeah. Let's see.
The fourth item?
Under featured. Oh, it's just not enough space. We can fix that.
There you go. Talking about there ain't no black sand in it. See, your racism knows no bounds. I
It's
swear.
easy math, Guardian. You got the
Your
silver.
racism is just
Eververse
like-
has the goods.
Just can't comprehend it sometimes. Like, oh, I can't see the black sand. I got the white sand though. And I'm just sitting here like,
How do you get more of them though? Do you have to buy them all individually?
I too love being ignored. I mean, I think they're well, they're usually they're part of the store selection.
Yeah, but so I guess it's already on my thingy.
Oh, you mean once
on
you get it, how do
my,
you get more of it? Go into collections. Go into
Yeah.
collections. It's under Flare on the second tab.
Looking for anything in particular, Guardian?
Oh, okay.
That's how you get. That's how you'll get more of any shader. Just go into collections, then Flare, and then the second tab.
As long as you
The
like.
Guardian game stuff, I think, is under the Open World tab. Just scroll all the way to the end. No. I'm sorry. It's under the Seasons tab, but scroll all the way to the. I think it's on the last page of the Seasons tab. Yep, it's right there. Costs like 500 glimmer
Oh,
and
I
2
see.
shards per shader, which is like nothing. Rivalry Black Sand. Racism. And if you notice, there's a lot of stuff under there too, like you know, like under Flare, that's where you get your transmat effects, your finishers. So if you want to have like a finisher on another character or things like that, that's where you do it.
Mhm.
I also
Just
love the
browsing.
cyber class entrance.
Fine by
It's
me.
like it's my favorite thing ever.
Oh, I actually
I got it
that.
too. I
do
saw
have
it and
to
just
do
could
I forgot to
not
pick it.
resist. It was there for, I think it was like Bright Dust or whatever. I love it because it changes like depending
Yeah.
on. That's the. I don't know if you noticed when you were reviving me. That's what I have on my Titan right now. I had to. I love the what is it? Like the futuristic 80s motif of it all.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
I remember when that was really when that was like really popular for a bit, maybe like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
To the point where people were like doing memes using that as a visual motif. Like somewhere in my phone is saved like a
Oh yeah.
that's gonna be a no from me, dog. But like in that specific format with the neon background and the mesh. That's what
Okay.
it says. It says that's gonna be a no from me. There's another one. from some of my extremely far left-leaning friends that says like, "Oh boy, the whites are at it again." Like, this is the thing about memes. Like people, yeah, that's the
Wow.
thing about memes. You know, they're just depending on who gets a hold of them, they can have wildly, wildly different interpretations and permutations and other mutations.
Okay.
Memes are malleable,
Interesting.
dear. They belong to no one. 'Cause remember when I showed you
That's
that
true.
Elmo meme that had like a paragraph? Like, up. A boomer clearly
That's
got a hold
just
of this one.
like
It's a straight up boomer meme. It's got like a whole
what?
essay.
Guardians confused.
I don't know what kind of autism.
It
led
was
to
like
that.
something
It's just
about,
like,
oh,
what?
if you're the person who controls the weapons of mass destruction, should you also control whether or not they should be used? And I'm just like, what the Elmo didn't ask for this. He's already witnessing nuclear winter.
He
Like,
surely
what
didn't.
more? Stop. Why do you torture Elmo like this? Elmo didn't ask for
I
this.
don't know. He really did.
Oh, I don't think we got the clan engram for Crucible. Does that mean that we didn't win one
Guardian.
game of Mayhem?
Hello.
That means we played Mayhem this week and did not win?
I mean, I won a couple of them.
By
Let's see.
yourself? Yeah, look at that. We don't have the weekly engram for Crucible, Nightfall, or Nightfall. So that means we did not win a Mayhem together, and we didn't even do the Ordeal together this week.
Oh.
Baffles the soul.
Let's see. What does Hawthorne have for me?
Guilt.
Guilt.
You tried to leave me on the farm. But I saw the twab. Only person who can't see the twab is Sloan. Hashtag free Sloan. Hashtag Sloan did nothing wrong. Hashtag Zavala, this is your fault. Hashtag Guardian Games 2020. Hashtag LOL Darkness. Hashtag Darkness is spreading. Hashtag Space Doritos.
Got the Gambit engram.
We did get the Gambit engram. Yes, we did. Somehow, though, we did not
Yeah.
get the Crucible or the Nightfall one, which means we did not do that. My soul.
We did a bunch of Mayhem though.
But I guess
didn't
we didn't win
I mean,
any
I know
of
I
them.
did a bunch of Mayhem.
If we had, it would be there.
I
Like,
won.
you have to win.
Okay.
We didn't win, dear. We got out Mayhemmed?
No. Amazingly, it seems that way.
Do you have enough steam for a Mayhem, or are we done?
It's almost, yeah, I need to go to bed, unfortunately.
Alright, well, at least we closed out the Guardian games with you having gotten your special item.
Yeah,
Proves that you
I got my special
were
item.
a part of the
And
Guardian
look.
Games 2020. You have your golden eagle as
I
proof
was.
that you fought
Got my
valiantly
golden
for
eagle.
warlocks.
Look at the good.
So,
Where
at
are
the
you?
close of Guardian Games 2020, do you have any commentary for
I feel like next time it should be a little bit more
and be careful, you might be made an example of for the echo
yeah.
chamber in case DMG needs a freaking hug box to make him feel better about his failures.
Oh damn.
I'm sorry. I'm just like I sympathize with the rocky nature of game development, especially as it relates to live service titles and what a tightrope that can be to walk as far as providing content. And you know, for a studio like Bungie, who clearly take their work very seriously on the artistic side, I understand what a massive undertaking, you know, this is for them. But at the same time, I need to also know that when you take L's, okay, that it's not just when you are ready to accept these L's on your own terms. It's I want to think that you're good at accepting feedback, you know? Again,
Yeah.
there's no reason for a message that toxic, okay? There's no, I mean, yeah, it's pretty effing toxic. But, to say that it's not coming from any place that's justified, to me is a little bit, you know. I feel like you're deliberately avoiding the cause and instead just dealing with the effect. Because he didn't get to this level of cynicism on his own. Like, if he's disappointed in trials, he's disappointed in 3 years of waiting, what it was when it finally landed, and what it's become since. Like, that's not his fault.
Right.
You know, take the L. I understand you're working hard. And the L doesn't mean that you weren't working hard. But an L it is. You know, you gotta be able to just take that and
Yeah.
get that dirt off your shoulder. You gotta get. Oh. Anyway, just
Oh, jeez.
dirt off your shoulders. You gotta.
Okay.
Get. Are you seeing? Okay. Listen, if anybody's gonna tell you to do that,
Yeah,
it
I see
should
that.
be a Titan. Just gonna throw that out there. Titan should tell you to.
Third off your
Yeah,
shoulder.
you gotta get it. But on that thoughtful note, DMG, please continue to work hard. Don't be discouraged from working hard, but work harder when you need to. You know, that's all I'm gonna throw in there. That you should know when you're shouldering a celestial L. And just navigate it with grace. You know, don't ask for a hug just because your job's hard. I mean, we know your job is hard. That's why we appreciate it when you do it exceptionally well. But if you trip and stumble a bit, you know, don't get mad at us for pointing at your shoelaces. I don't think that's unreasonable.
That's true.
But that does conclude, I believe, with fanfare and with class ghost in tow, episode 140 of Expert Playlist. Nice Warlock projection there, dear. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for those who commented, liked, crabbed out. Appreciate you all. Expert Playlist After Dark is not a continuous thing, but it definitely will be if Spectrum continues to keep blowing up my internet. Bleep Spectrum, hashtag.
Oof.
But I'm going to leave it to my
We are now
wonderful
blocked.
co-host to lead us out of this wonderful, wonderful meta universe we've created. Take it away, Boo.
Sure. You definitely check us out on the Instagrams, on the Twitters, on the Facebooks, on the
Those two.
YouTubes. We can be found. Just find your Infernal Penguins, and we'll be there. And especially on infernalpenguins.com.
Yeah. .com. You heard the lady.
Yeah.
That .com. With that having been said, once again, thank you for watching, as the screen says. And we will see you in the next one with an exponential amount of Doritos on display. The
Man,
Doritos,
more
the Doritos
Doritos.
have reached the other planet by now. Now we're gonna talk about this a little bit next week, but you know, if the cutscene with the pyramid ships having reached Jupiter holds any water, that may either hint to Europa being a new location, as it's been rumored, Europa being one of Jupiter's moons, or the complete destruction of Titan and all we know to be true and all we hold to be true and dear. But until then, until that
Interesting.
fateful Wednesday, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Shoulders.